The day of the hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey, look at us. We did it again, another 7 days around the sun. I'm gonna give myself a little more headroom there, a little lid in the hair. This is WCW Deep Cuts Live. My name is Tom, right there, and right there. Ooh, tickle. For the 179th week in a row. Well, not in a row, I've taken a couple of weeks off here and there. But it's 179th week that I've done this. Hello to everybody in the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, aka the chat. Glad to have you all here tonight. We're again WCW Deep Cuts Live, where we gather every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern to celebrate and appreciate the forgotten television quote-unquote classics from World Championship Wrestling in the 1990s. I'm here, you're here, and if you want to let everybody know that you're an official member of the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, check out my Threadless store. Got shirts up there now. I'm hoping in the next week or so I can add another one. Move some product, baby. Got some shirts, got some cool ideas. We're gonna do that. Now, speaking of the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, an adjacent group is the Weirdo Empire. Those of you that pay for memberships on YouTube, your support is very much appreciated. Thank you all so much for doing that. You are all great. Got some late breaking news about Not Quite Wrestling, a bit of a change. We'll talk about that here in about an hour. So hang around for that. What else is going on? If you want to keep the chat going 24/7, 365, join the Discord! My microphone didn't pick that up. It must have been too loud. tinyurl.com/discord for Tom Green. Get in there. Keep it going. Keep it snappy. 24/7, 365. Be a friend. Or don't. But if you're not a friend, we'll ban you. Because predators are gone. Except for the Cajun Predator. If the Cajun Predator is still alive and would like to join the Discord, that'd be great, actually. I will open his own channel in the Discord where everyone can just ask him things. So Cajun Predator, if you're out there and you want to join the Discord, please do so. That'd be great. Now, I was talking about YouTube a moment ago. New video on YouTube. As Ghost of Burt Furnace brought up a moment ago, I made a list. I did one of those list things that I thought would do very well on YouTube. So far, not so much. The best WCW Cruiserweight champions ever. I did top 5 list. And for those of you that have not watched it, got a bit ballsy. I've gotten some, not bad feedback. People have been very nice about it, but I had some folks disagree with what I'd said. Oh. And so much so that they're trying to hack the stream just now. But I had some folks disagree with what I said. And like I said in the video, I literally didn't pick number 1 until I clicked record because I was 6-7ing it, you know? Yes, Brian, listen, I would love that too. I would love if we could get a channel in the Discord that's just all of us watching the Cajun Predator and the Gambler become friends. I think I need to write that script. I think we need to make that into a movie somehow. Thank you for the kind words, Brian. Thank you everybody who's had kind words about the YouTube video. Listen, it's 4 minutes into the hour. Also, shout out to Berserk Hippo for subscribing. Who else? Hey Dave Effect subscribed right as I was going live, and the Fake White Shadow also did. Thank you all so much for those very kind subscriptions. They help me out quite a bit. But we got to go back to 1992 WCW Power Hour, Saturday mornings with big wide-eyed Jim Ross. Let's go. All right.
Welcome to TBS and the Power Hour.
Again, every time we watch Power Hour, it's like Jim Ross is surprised that he's on television.
Fly-In Brian meets Greg the Hammer Valentine, and Missy Hyde investigates the feud involving Nikita Koloff and Ravishing Rick Rude this morning.
As long as she doesn't transvestigate it, that would be very problematic. I'm gonna get the audio on the video turned up a little bit. Retro Wrestling, thank you for the raid. Hopefully that is loud enough. Hell yeah, Retro Wrestling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Audio is good.
The taste of fruit squared. For wrestling fans, the following contest.
We're starting with Johnny B. Bad. Look at him scooting and bootying around.
He says he's the prettiest.
Zerakuning, thank you for upping that prime sub, dog. Hell yeah, Cecil. I forget if we have a Van Hammer match tonight. By the way, shout out to Cecil. He is now on Twitch. I mean, he's been in the chat for a long time, but he is now streaming on Twitch. John Black is the opponent. You think John Black would have been the guy sent to be ET? Okay, so you can't wear the Andre the Giant Butcher singlet with the one strap. Shout out to that kid. And then be sensitive about your titty hanging out. Johnny B. Bad feuded with Scotty Flamingo over who was the cutest and the prettiest in WCW, which led to a boxing match. But he should have absolutely had a prettiest man feud with Cactus Jack. I agree, Brian. Hey, see, so listen, none of us are comfortable on camera. I think, from what I saw, I popped in for a bit, interacted. You're doing great. Doing great, my friend. Keep it up. Keep going. We can't all be John Black. Titties is a funny ass word. Yeah, we have a white guy named John Black and a white guy claiming to be black going one-on-one. As Zach just said, he looks like a ballet dancer with a mullet.
And seats are on sale all day today at all Ticketmaster locations and tomorrow at the Omni Coliseum box office. Johnny B. Bad, the former amateur boxing standout, making the transition here in professional wrestling. Still depends
transition.
on his left hook.
That sentence would have ended a lot differently in 2026. He's handling the transition.
Johnny B. Bad sizing up. Big John Black there.
Hell yeah, Mr. Spiffy.
Just a couple of big right hands.
Do I think Yankee Hawk? I have an idea for a video about this era. I do not know how I'm going to execute it, but it's got a couple of videos with this era actually in my head.
Exercises the arm bar now into a hammerlock, but he's much more diverse now offensively. Certainly can't be fooled by his packaging. Near fall and
1, 2. The singlet with pants. I like the singlet with pants. All due respect, Glitter Dust Girl. You've been great in the chat thus far and on Blue Sky, but I gotta disagree with you. BD Venom. It is pretty much. I agree with you. I'm gonna give that guy a Melvin. You know why kids are messed up these days? They don't do anything called Melvins. Anything cool is Melvins. Zach, I hate Ticketmaster, but I miss going to a Ticketmaster booth and getting tickets.
I'm sure you're saying, why wasn't he disqualified? Well, fans, again,
like,
many of these matches
there was just a rush about going and getting paper tickets. Hey, Big Trigger!
This time, as was this one.
or whatever the thing is that Kenny does.
Who has been outclassed in this one, quite obviously.
I thought he was going to punch him in the ass. Shut up, Beef Wellington. I never camped out for tickets. I thought that was a bit too much. But I like going to the grocery store and getting tickets to like wrestling shows. Johnny B. Bad wins, sits in the man's chest. Karma Records. I never got to go, but I always heard the commercials on X103 in Indianapolis for Karma. I'm going to try my hardest to go to All Out. Big problem is AEW's in Indianapolis, like within a week of All Out. So just justifying the trip there and then also doing Dynamite is going to be rough. Are you the only person who's taken a Beef Wellington ass punch? Has anybody else besides Cecil been punched in the ass by Beef Wellington? You might be the only one.
Right now, M&M Mars will give you 5 cents for every regular and king-size candy bar you
Oh
buy.
shit, they're paying you back.
Send us, the rappers,
How much of
and
your
we'll
candy
send you
sucks?
money.
That kid.
Of course, when you consider we sell millions of candy bars every day, that's a lot of money. But we figured, hey, the change will do you
You've
good.
eaten a Beef Wellington that
M&M
did
Mars,
damage to
bring
your
on the
butt.
change.
I've been hit in the ass plenty.
Taken at
I,
face value, your diet
Dated a
routine
couple
seems
very
to have gotten
adventurous people
brown.
in college.
Why not come
Not
out
by
of the
Beef
shadow
Wellington.
and into the light of Diet
The Beef
7-Up,
Wellington
the
ass punch on Super Dragon, if you've never seen it. Stoic ass Super Dragon deciding that Beef's the one guy he's gonna like do a crazy cartoon cell for is very funny.
Put some
Now we're just all talking about who has punched us in the ass before. I feel like you started a fun topic, Cecil.
Perfect. Almost.
Brian's been punched in the ass by his brother Steve. Listen, if there's a cool ass Canadian wrestler over the last 20 years, chances are Cecil has been in a compromising position with
Rated
them.
R. Starts Friday, July 10th at a theater near you.
General Nutrition Center's Pro Performance Amino 1000.
This reminds me, so the heavy breathing reminds me. Spoiler alert, Monday's deep cut, not tomorrow's deep cut, Monday's deep cut is the longest one in the history of the series. Because would you believe it? Ahmed Johnson's fucking lying about everything. And I debunk some shit.
Devastating, isn't it?
Yeah, Brian's brother's huge. Brian's brother's a very big fella. Very, very large, very tall. You know how everybody that eats candy wants to drown?
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, Starburst.
I love Ahmed Johnson. I never wrestled him. I would never wrestle him. But he was so much fun to watch. Because he just did shit. He had so many knee pads. And he put them all over his body. And yet, so the voice that everybody makes fun of with Ahmed Johnson, it's a total act. I watched part of his High Spot Shoot interview today, and he was perfectly clear.
Have a very safe 4th of July planned. I want to remind you that on the wrestling hotline,
God, if Ahmed Johnson went to ECW in '95 instead of the WWF,
that is
fuck
being
yeah.
eliminated. We'll have that and more on the wrestling hotline until midnight tonight. But right now, let's go see the former WCW light heavyweight champion.
Jim needs a friend, and according to his social media, he needs an electrician. I don't know if you guys saw that song. Jim Ross tweeted, "Hey, could you come over and fix my wiring? Thank you." And just left it up all day.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 226 pounds.
Yes, Brian, he is absolutely a perfect off-the-grid guy. It's a shame we haven't seen more of him on there, because he got signed quick. Blind Brian. And yeah, someone mentioned it earlier. Yeah, this era, Jim Ross would just go on TV and be like, "Yeah, we taped these matches like 3 weeks ago."
That match from Beach Blast. And ladies and gentlemen,
Seattle, Washington.
Oh my god.
252 pounds.
Who should we book the light heavyweight champion against? Oh, how about the guy that it takes 20 minutes to warm up? The guy that doesn't do anything. Does Kenny beat MJF tomorrow? Oh gosh. I think so. I think so. They've... So All In's got to be Kenny and Ospreay. And MJF's got that path with Andrade. I think it's got to be. But, brother, if I can give Max credit for anything, it's that he's done a real good job this year, him and Tony, of like making sure you don't know what's going on with the world title. Greg, your Aunt Patty Valentine. I've said it before on here. When I was in high school, I worked as a cart pusher at Walmart, and I would come in the afternoon after school. In the morning, the lead cart pusher was a woman that looked identical to Greg the Hammer Valentine. And I'm telling you right now, she was as strong as an ox. I once saw her push a line of shopping carts that was the length of the parking lot all the way inside.
Pillman is a very volatile youngster, and his high-flying aerial tactics cost him, in my estimation, the light heavyweight title. Again, you can see for yourself tomorrow on the main event with Tony Schiavone and Magnum TA here on TBS. Valentine, a good counter wrestler, catching Pillman there with the elbow.
Oh my god, so Cecil's got a story. I love Cecil's stories. Greg Valentine was on a show with Cecil. Promoter gave us a finish of Sexy Eddie and Udo will fight over a chair. Then Jeremy will jump onto the chair they are holding and do a 450 onto Cecil on it. Then he got another wrestler to show us how to do it, and he ate shit and got injured. Oh my gosh. Wow. I love stories about promoters suggesting spots that I'm sure they had like action figures set up at their house. We're like, oh, you could do this, and then you can do that. It's just impossible. You know who's really bad about that was Ian Rotten. Would just pitch all sorts of weird shit to high flyers.
Later today on TBS on WCW Saturday night.
See, Brian, I had an in at Walmart. My mom worked at the optical lab. I had cousins that worked overnights. I was a legacy hire at Walmart. I don't know about racism, but Greg Valentine has said some real weird shit about like women in wrestling. Years ago, when I was working on Joe Gagney's Funtime Arcade, we got booked at a gaming convention that had like a bunch of wrestlers there. Greg Valentine was doing a live podcast with Nick Houseman. You remember that douchebag? Who's now like into like leftist media. That's where they all fucking hide, because they pretend to be like good boys, when in reality, like, they're just pulling the wool over some very well-meaning people's eyes. Anyway, and the night before, or the night before Greg did the podcast, there was an all intergender show. AIW did an all intergender show, and Greg, I guess, sat there and watched most of it in the back like this. And then the next day, like, I guess Houseman was just gonna ask him about like all the WWF shit everybody asks him about. And he's like, "Excuse me, I just want to say it's bullshit when men wrestle women and pretend like they're equals. I hate that shit. And that promoter who was doing that yesterday, I hope he goes out of business. Because he's putting shame to the business that my dad put on his back for so many years." I think everybody cut racist promos on JYD in the WWF, though. I'm not saying they weren't racist. I'm just saying Greg was not the only one.
Another knife edge.
Also, Greg looking like a real pervert, not wearing knee pads. Oh my god, is he oh, I thought he was seriously going to beat the light heavyweight champion in like 2 minutes.
Williamson.
Greg Valentine's only 41 years old here. I don't know that for sure, so I cannot answer that question, Sam. Yeah, I hate when wrestlers are bare knee. I hate when wrestlers don't wear knee pads. It makes them look like they're out there doing a sex thing. You know?
Match taped a few weeks ago, before the blue mats were eliminated, and before the off-the-top work through, oh my, was put into effect. As here at ringside, getting a bird's eye view of the impact of this WCW battle. And both men now back in the ring. Pillman.
Bare feet.
Building momentum.
It depends. Like, I think the Von Erichs make bare feet work. But, like, I always hated how Matt Riddle looked. And the fact that he's a fucking creep, in addition to being a bare-legged pervert, I mean, makes it worse. Greg Valentine's like, I'm not agreeing to take that spot. Speedball makes it work, but Speedball also puts the kick pads on over his bare feet. Oh my god, he's really gonna beat the light heavyweight champion in like 3 minutes. Fucking hell. I've heard Speedball's legs are like insanely strong.
Valentine is a master of this maneuver. As good as anybody in the sport at executing the figure four. Pillman trying to gut it out, but how much more can he take? Those 7 pressure points being influenced by the figure four, and Valentine.
Yeah, Greg Valentine's definitely tuna for every meal guy. Absolutely. Yeah, I would almost rather watch a wrestler be fully naked than just not wear knee pads.
I'm not so sure how contentious this is as far as Pillman's concerned.
That's perfect. Yes.
Valentine has got it locked in, and Pillman.
I saw a wrestler with incorrectly sized knee pads at a show last week. He's been wrestling for like a decade. And somehow he ordered the wrong size knee pads. And it was like a merch table sellout because everyone was goofing on him for it. And his shit just kept falling off his legs.
That's 4. That's 5. He didn't break the hole.
Okay, so Brian won, but it was because Greg Valentine hurt him too much. Way to protect Brian Pillman. And I'm sure Brian in the back was like, yeah, that really did a great job of protecting me.
That's one way to break the hole. I think that message from Valentine was sent directly to Dustin Rhodes, the natural. And there's Dustin right there, shoving Valentine right back into the fire. Big Ron Simmons is waiting. They pick on somebody your own size. And we'll be back with more right after this.
Ron Simmons, yeah, 4 weeks away from being the world champion. Oh my gosh.
World Championship Wrestling presents the Great American Bash on Tour. Thursday, July 16th, the Augusta Civic Center, 7:30, with Nikita Koloff and the Super Invader, among others. The Great American Bash comes to the Albany Civic Center Sunday, July 12th at 6:30. Big Van Vader and Sting on the card in Albany. The Great American Bash on Tour at the Diamond in Richmond, Virginia, Saturday, July 11th, 8 o'clock.
The Diamond is. Did they run a show at a strip club? WCW comes to the Touch of Class in Crawfordsville, Indiana. V Revolticon, who's someone who never held a world title that you feel should have. That's hard because, like, a lot of guys, I don't know. I mean, I don't really count the international world title or the big gold when it wasn't the NWA world title as a world title. Rick Rude could have been like the guy at some point. Super Invader was Hercules Hernandez, yes. We got Johnny B. Bad on the main stage. Greg Van Hammer at the bar. And ladies, up next is Sting. The Diamond is a baseball field. What a strip club sounding baseball field.
Movie fireworks. This is no picnic. beginning at 12:05 Eastern today on TBS.
A new world has been discovered.
Welcome to my world.
A big world.
Around here, everything goes except one thing.
A bad world.
Noids do not have sex with doodles.
A cool world. But a vampire. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, July 10th.
The actual size of a Jolly Rancher candy is 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch square.
Called half-off dances between innings.
The actual taste of a Jolly Rancher candy is immeasurable.
Hey, we have hot, sexy ladies in our candy. Is Coral World secretly good? I have no idea. I've only played the game.
Open the door to maximize a new you. Help push your workouts to new levels of performance.
Am I the only one that thinks it's fucking weird that that dude had a sexy muscle man working out in his closet? Also, that's totally not so hidden message.
Your body's performance. GNC, the authority in sports nutrition products.
Agreed, Sriracha Jones. I've been real bummed that lately we haven't had a lot of shows with the old commercials. So,
I told you, Homer.
but listen, if we have Missy Hyatt breasting boobily for Brian, we gotta have the sexy men to even it out.
Rich soap-free lather goes beyond soap clean. It does.
I think Kurt Hennig could, okay, he could have been a guy that held the belt between Hogan reigns in the WWF. I would not have put the belt on him in WCW. Like, he was so far gone in the substances. I mean, there's an NWO promo at the end of '97 where he literally passes out on camera. Like, I wouldn't put the belt on that guy. I love Kurt Hennig, but I wouldn't have.
If you want those cuts to heal faster, use Neosporin every time you bandage. Testing shows Neosporin helps cuts heal faster, 4 days faster than a bandage alone.
Or you could do what I do and just rub dirt on it, and then take it to the doctor a week later and be like, hey man, it's infected.
Use Neosporin. Together.
And get the real good shit.
Faster. And for fast healing plus pain relief, now there's maximum strength Neosporin Plus.
Wow, so is that from the Wiki Yankee Hawk that they put the blurb about DDP in there about the diamond? Oh shit, we got Big Josh. And you can tell this is Bill Watts era because Bill Watts wouldn't let him wear the flannel to the ring, but he would let him wear a belt and jeans. I agree, Brian. It's just like making guys go out and do media and shit. Like, you can't trust them to go out and do that. Hey, it's Tracy Smothers. Again, I love that Bill Watts had a problem with him wearing a flannel shirt to the ring. But hey, man, you could keep that axe handle. That's amazing that whoever wrote the wiki for the Diamond is like, hey, it's pretty cool that DDP wrestled there once because his name is Diamond.
This Monday at 7 o'clock for another national TV tape.
Tracy was already in the ring guy by this point. There's a number of matches from this era where Tracy's already in the ring because Steve Armstrong bailed.
Big Josh bustling Tracy Smothers into the corner.
And shut up before I slap every one of y'all.
Big Josh, one of the
they didn't know what to do with Tracy, so he just became an enhancement guy pretty much. Not an he was like a one level up from an enhancement guy. I think into 92, Tracy cuts that promo when he goes to Smoky Mountain on his porch about how, man, I ain't never even been to Wyoming. We're saying I'm from there.
Certainly no relation to senior referee in WCW, Ole Anderson.
Tracy smothered. Look at that kid over there wearing the White Sox gear, dancing in the front row. Tracy still has the.
And there comes
why is Medusa studying this match?
We saw Paulie dangerously out earlier, scouting Flying Brian and Greg the Hammer Valentine, and now we see Medusa here.
See, Alexander York had the right idea. Get a computer and just fucking type. He's out there trying to like balance a piece of paper, make sure you could like actually have ink show up on it.
His resourcefulness because he had a
she does look like Julia Hart with the fancy hat. Oh, brother.
First lady of WCW, Medusa.
Who the fuck was that? Y'all heard that, right? Rafiki. Is Dusky going to the Kentucky Derby? Yeah. Oh shit. Step on that ass. I would love if somebody did that to me. Like the DDP yoga's helping a lot with my back, but there's some days I sit in an office chair all day, I get home, it's like,
the summer here upon us in the Great American Bash Tour.
Yeah, Medusa was like, don't bring these losers into our group. Please, Paul. Love Deborah. Tracy really had one line in this era. And he drove it into the ground. Hell yeah, Tracy. Tracy was doing that flip up until like the week he died.
Unique way of re-entering the ring.
That's a good point, Ghost of Burt Prentice. There's really a feud here because Big Josh did come to the ring with Bears. And Tracy Smothers, as we know, sworn enemy of Bears. Oh my gosh, dude, that would have been a great gimmick. Get a medium Josh for the Infinite Rumble. Also, I love that Big Josh is really not a huge guy. Like, he's muscular. But, like, Tracy Smothers is bigger than he is. Of course, he had to have worn a hat for it. That's what completed the look. Big Josh, he does have a bit of a booty on him. I gotta give him that. Yeah, he's a logger because he's from Portland. And he's Tommy Rich's hunting buddy. Medusa's writing a condolence letter to the funeral she's going to.
Right across the top ring rope.
I always thought the Young Pistols logo looked like an episode of It's Always Sunny where they made the dick invitations to the dude party with like the dicks crossing.
He says that's all, but Josh says no, it isn't. Big Josh with a great deal of upper body strength.
That's a shame.
Southpaw.
You guys still did more than enough.
Got some fists in there before Smothers
you killed it.
Again,
I hope you, for the sake of your health and sanity, you don't do another long match like that. I know you've said that you will kill Uno if he tries. But
and Smothers comes back with a tremendous martial arts kick. A super kick-like maneuver.
I always love yelling at a guy that's done and going, huh?
Can this be all? And, oh, he didn't hook the leg, and Big Josh powered out.
Powered out.
A lot of bench press strength there.
Again, look at that fan in the crowd doing. It's a Tracy Smothers dance that he does. If you've not seen a lot of Tracy, this is a dance that he does a lot. But if you didn't know, you'd assume that that fan like saw Christopher Lloyd sweep into the arena like an angel. Shit is.
All that and more still to come in this hour.
Phenomenal forearm by Big Josh. Young Alan Jones was watching this at home and thinking, how can I do that off the ropes? Drew Bob with the watch streak.
Outstanding power slam.
Outstanding.
By the man that has resided a portion of his life in Oregon.
These are really good punches. Normally the 10 punches suck in the corner. Matt Gordon really made that shit look good.
Smothers counters, however, with an inverted atomic drop and then another super kick.
Tracy Smothers killing the business with all these super kicks.
And this time he's met by Big Josh.
Wait, Tracy was 40 here?
Coming in. And Big Josh now up on top.
I mean, Tracy wrestled up until like a couple of years before, like a year before he died.
Northern exposure. Hits its
Again,
mark and it's over.
Big Tracy's 30. Okay, Yankee Hockey. It said 2 months away from 40. I'm like, wow.
promotional consideration.
Yeah, Matt Bourne, really great wrestler. I really liked Matt Bourne as a wrestler. As a human, the dog shits.
Chocolatey cookies. Klondike.
Chocolatey cookies. Okay, Corey asked on my Epic Cruiserweight list who was the guy that just missed. Either Ultimo Dragon or Hoovy.
Hey, is Stegron shampoo on sale?
Nope, that's their new lower price.
But it's still just as tough on
But I would
dandruff,
probably
right?
go
That's
Ultimo
right.
just
Stegron,
because,
the right dandruff shampoo
if
at the
nothing
right
else, him bringing the Cruiserweight title into the Drake Crown was dope as hell. The juice is loose.
Every now and then, we all need an outlet for
Shane Helms would be another one, yeah. I would go Chavo before Shane Helms. Because Chavo anchored the division at the butt end after they had done all that damage to it. Like, Shane was champion for like 2 weeks. Whereas Chavo, from like the end of 2000 until Shane won it in March, really did a lot of solid work to like reestablish the Cruiserweight title. So if we're going from that era, I'd go Chavo over Shane Helms. And I like Shane Helms as a wrestler more.
Can I help you folks?
Hi, got any microwave?
Worst Cruiserweight champion? I mean, Oklahoma, obviously.
Let's go, kids. Just cooking a Tony's
Trying to think,
pizza, Bob.
artist formerly known as Prince AKA was pretty bad. Sorry to that YouTube pervert that always comments on my videos about how I'm not nice to Paisley.
Can't wait to eat. You make a better door than you do a window, Bob.
Yeah, I'd say those two. Vacant was a close 7 out of 5.
Bart, I'm gonna open my mouth and close my eyes, and you're gonna give
I
me a
mean,
big surprise.
Of the two of them, Daphne at least would like get a reaction when we walked out.
Nobody better lay a finger on my butterfinger.
Whereas Prince Ikea, I mean, he held the belt for like 2.5 months and mostly just confused people. I don't want to do worst of videos. Everybody else does that shit. Oh shit, that guy cussed. They bleeped him. And hey, Corey, listen, we can totally disagree and be in harmonious love, my friend. Shit, potty mouth.
You are eligible if you serve during peacetime
Like a Taz
or
promo from 1999.
or any branch of service. Call now and you'll also get a free guide to
Potty
veterans
mouth
benefits that explains government benefits you may be entitled to collect. Only veterans, their spouses,
Dude,
and
stop
widows
it.
30 to 75
That one sounded like a
qualify for this
slur.
Exclusive offer. Term life insurance for just $1
Fuck you too, bud.
Don't wait. Call this toll-free number now for your free information.
Prince Ikea, I think the worst part about him is he couldn't hit his own finisher.
There's a hunger inside.
Speaking like a true veteran. Chris Candido was Cruiserweight champion like March, April of 2000. Yeah. Yeah, this is airing on a Saturday morning. This guy's cussing left and right.
Snickers can make it.
Great stride, kid.
Snickers Ice Cream Bar, official snack food sponsor of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team.
There's a hunger inside.
You know, all those Olympians that are eating Snickers bars in front of their broken down houses.
If we promise it gives your
Medusa was Cruiserweight champion, but like,
it will.
I don't know, she was better than the guy she won it from, Evan Courageous. He sucked. Evan Courageous was a shitty Cruiserweight champion.
Young skin, so when it smooths on,
it sinks in every time.
Smooths on.
Skin looks radiantly younger.
It has to.
Without question. Oil of Olay. We keep our promise to young skin. Original and sensitive.
Thanks for staying with us, everybody, here this morning on the 4th of July. A lot of fireworks still to come.
The weight limit for the title was 235, which got ridiculous when Ray came in at like 140.
About the WCW World Tag Team Championship right now on the Wrestling Hotline. That's not the championship that's going to be eliminated. We talked about that earlier in the hour. Right now, let's go back
the
to the
U.S. tag belts
and show you how Williams and Gordy
Bill Watts
eliminated
off
the
camera.
Steiner brothers
Jim.
from the NWA World Tag Team Tournament.
Jim, you better talk about fucking football.
Both teams
Williams outside the ring. Now you got the discretion of the referee. Does he want a double count out? Here comes Dr. Death. Steve Williams. Oh!
Shit, these guys were like made to wrestle each other. It's like all three of their moms gave birth to them specifically so they could wrestle for this feud.
The referee's having a heck of a time separating Gordy and Rick Steiner. Scott Steiner's leg.
Was Randy Anderson like, hey, hard cams, over there, over there.
It would seem. Trying to get back up.
The Steiner brothers facing the most fierce competition I have ever seen them have. Scott Steiner definitely hurt. The knee is hurt. Bam Bam Gordy exchanging with Rick Steiner. Referee must get some type of control. It's out of hand right now.
Dr. Death with Scott Steiner over his head. Extending the arm into us.
That's such a sick power slam, man. Yeah, I'm with you, Cecil. It really, the Steiner Brothers 93 run felt like they were a visiting team the whole time. Like, they got a WWF theme song, but other than that, it just felt like they copy and pasted somebody from WCW Saturday Night onto WWF TV. And they didn't really have anyone for them to work with, you know? They wrestled Money Inc. for like a year. But that's such a sick finish.
Circumstances that we've just witnessed, Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and Terry Bam Bam Gordy have signed a WCW World Championship matchup with the Steiner brothers. As a matter of fact, tomorrow night, right here in Atlanta.
We did. WrestleMania 9, the Steiners and Head Shrinkers had a really good match. There's a spot where I think it's Scott goes to like do a flapjack onto Samu, but he's way too close to the ropes. And I think Samu thought it was going to be a backdrop. And he like throws him up. And Samu comes down head first on the apron into the floor. It's amazing. Yeah, that was the problem with Bryant, is like the Beverlys were a good team for them to work, but they'd been losing to the Bushwhackers in comedy matches for 6 months before they came in. Rob Bassam, that would have been a deathmatch guy if deathmatches were a thing in 1992. That is absolutely a deathmatch boy.
Tomorrow night in the Omni. 7:30 is the starting time for that one. Plus, the Steiner brothers will be featured on the main event here on TBS tomorrow with Tony Schiavone and Magnum TA. Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker starting off with Scotty Steiner. The Steiner brothers just a few days ago regained the IWGP Tag Team Championship. Big event over
Some
in Tokyo, the
unworthy
Budokan.
leads. So Buddy Lee Parker's a regular, so they're not gonna hurt him. However, Bassam, ugh, he's fucked.
Steiner brothers have never been challenged as they are now by Williams and Gordy. And referee Randy Anderson restraining Parker.
Oh no, buddy, that's the worst decision you ever made.
Newcomer Rob Bassam.
You call him Basham?
Indoctrination under fire here. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh my gosh. Which WCW mainstay that never went to the WWF do you think could have been huge if they had? I mean, I think the obvious one's Sting. Like, but the thing is, I don't think Sting would have been as special if he had ever gone and then come back. But yeah, Sting was a total, like, Vince dream, you know? Yeah, great mullet on Bassam here. That was a knee right to the sternum if I've ever seen one. Did he just put the dude's hand like on his butthole and then walk around?
It will be a war when those two teams get together, I can assure you. Irish whip, near side.
Oh my gosh. I think he like hurt it. His shoulder is fucked up. Yeah, he's not having fun. I think he's hurt. I think he's actually hurt. Steiner's beat Buddy Lee Parker 8 times. That seems like it would be way more. Shut up.
Certainly want to thank the fans for being with us last night in Chattanooga, this past Wednesday in Macon.
Dude, he's like crying in the corner.
World Tour underway. Tilt the whirl.
Poor man. Mason Rook apparently is on here every week, according to my social media. Every time that guy does anything on NXT, they're smart asses. They're like, oh, hey, it's Tom Green. Alex Wright, it depends on the era. Like, 94 Alex Wright, I think would have done great. When he got super pale and bald, Vince would have hated him. But also, Vince would have absolutely made him. Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice. He got him in the chin with the drop kick. Yeah, he got hurt. Dude got hurt. Oh my gosh. Vince would have made Alex Wright get singing lessons. And he would have like been forced to record an album. Like, yeah, the slow-mo. I had that magazine. I love that cover.
A big world.
Around here, everything goes except one thing.
A bad world.
Noids do not have sex with doodles.
A cool world. Put it there. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, July 10th.
Open sesame.
Hey, Joe.
Open sesame.
The nice Butterfinger.
How much do you think Yeardley Smith made just from the commercials?
Simpson going deep.
Steve Wright was awesome in the ring. I agree, Stagwire.
Crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Yeah, just from the commercials alone, they had to have made so much money.
You already are.
Every now and then,
Have I seen the? Of course, you mean the song Green Boy? Of course, I've seen the Bartman. Do the Bartman.
free diet 7-Up with NutraSweet.
Cool World, 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
From the first pitch to the final out. Baseball 92, today on CNN.
Baseball 92. That show doesn't have legs.
There's a new Pringles.
I think soccer's a work, personally. What do you say about that, World Cup fans? I liked the World Cup, like, it was 8 years ago, 12 years ago. I got really into it when it was. I was working for like a real shitty sign shop and just had like time on my hands to watch soccer. I got really into it.
I use a shampoo for dandruff, but
And then
my
I immediately
scalp
got
still
out of it.
itches like crazy.
You need
Water
new
polo's a
Scalpicin,
shoot,
the
yeah.
revolutionary scalp
I
medicine
agree.
for deep scalp itch, not ordinary dandruff. Scalpicin is not a shampoo. It's a clear liquid you don't wash away like shampoo.
Scalpicin? That sounds
Apply
like a
Scalpicin anytime for
luchador.
deep scalp itch relief
Like
with
Al
medicine chosen
Scalpicin?
by doctors over
And his
all these
gimmick is
dandruff
that he's a
shampoo
barber?
formulas. Scalpicin penetrates to relieve the itch and help prevent flaking.
The itch is
Scalpicin
Use
penetrates.
Scalpicin,
That's what he
the
says
scalp
to the ladies
medicine
after the
for
matches.
scalp itch.
Hi, it's me. We're meeting at 10:30, and guess what?
Hi, it's me.
Evan's gonna be there.
I'm gonna start opening my videos like that. Hi, it's me.
So why use anything but Noxzema? It's better than soap.
We don't have any. I mean, Scalpicin is kind of a shampoo commercial, I guess.
Soap doesn't.
But like this is like a shampoo commercial, am I right, boys?
You will have your face all your life. Take care of it. For healthy looking
I don't know if Willow's coming back tomorrow. She's coming back soon.
Welcome back to TBS here on the 4th of July. I'm Missy.
You think
Hyatt.
Missy ever to take Scalpicin?
Last Saturday morning, we heard Nikita Koloff tell the Dangerous Alliance that he was not interested in joining their organization. Medusa represented the Dangerous Alliance when Koloff made his intentions very clear to everyone. Here's an
It's
excerpt
so
of that
weird
very
that wrestling is
one-sided
flip-flopped like that. Where it's like, it used to be the wrestlers would get real defensive about people calling it fake, and now it's the fans, and the wrestlers are like, whatever. Oh, Jonathan. I thought Brian was a pervert. Jeez. However, look at those pants on Jesse.
He has the U.S. title around his waist.
It totally looked like he was going to say he has the U.S. title on his dick. I forget who El Grillo was. I know who you're talking about, Stagwire.
Nikita had no no interest in being a part of WCW's most hated group.
Exactly, Cecil.
It seems that
I'm not gonna do
Ravishing Rick
that.
Rude took exception to Koloff's remarks. Let's take a look at the spark that has ignited one of WCW's hottest feuds.
That would make sense, Brian. That you had to book the actual person so that the costume would show up.
You know, Nikita Koloff, there's an old saying in this country, and you should have learned it a long time ago. It goes like this: if you can't beat them, join them. The Dangerous Alliance made you a very generous offer.
Missy Hyatt is reading off of a teleprompter to make sure that you know that she's been taking vocal inflection classes.
Do you know what a team is, Nikita? Obviously not. Because the first inning has barely begun, and already you got 2 strikes against you. Strike number
It is
1.
weird that there's no mic flag on that
My
mic.
woman. Strike number 2. You make public the fact.
Oh, that's the worst part about Blue Sky, is like when any wrestling post gets momentum, like all these like idiots pop in. Don't you know it's fake? I'm like, yeah, now go back and call Trump a Cheeto. Like that's gonna do anything.
That sounds like an out-and-out challenge to me, Shivani. I would agree.
Go back and wear the pussy hat from 10 years ago. Back when you thought that was going to do something. And now we're in this shit show. Anyway, I'm done with political stuff. I know that makes people mad. Oh my gosh! What the fuck, Nikita?
What kind of man is Nikita Koloff?
Like,
I can believe that.
why? He's a baby face. And they're okay, what if you go in the ring and Medusa's just standing there and you grab her by the hair and throw her across the room?
Rude and Koloff have signed me for the U.S. title, and many people feel
Yeah, Medusa was probably like, hey, this giant man's going to chuck me by the scalp.
Championship. Don't forget that the WCW Wrestling Hotline today with Jim Ross, and I'll have some big news tomorrow on the hotline about Big Van Vader and how he plans on beating Sting for the WCW World's Heavyweight Championship. I'm Missy Hyatt.
Yeah,
and this is
guaranteed that she was not wearing tape to keep that stuff in, brother. Oh, dirt bastard. Up next, we got Ron Simmons versus a guy that probably called Ron Simmons the N-word at some point.
World Championship Wrestling presents the Great American Bash on Tour. Thursday, July 16th, the Augusta Civic Center, 7:30, with Nikita Koloff and the Super Invader, among others. The Great American Bash comes to the Albany Civic Center Sunday, July 12th at 6:30. Big Van Vader and Sting on the card in Albany. The Great American Bash on Tour at the Diamond in Richmond, Virginia. Saturday, July 11th, 8 o'clock bell time. You'll see Ron Simmons and Ravishing Rick Rude in Richmond. The Great American Bash on Tour, Jordan Arena in Raleigh. This Friday, July 10th at 8 o'clock.
Box office. There should have been a tag team called the Box Office Ticketmasters.
Bash on Tour at the Norfolk Scope this Thursday, July 9th at 7:30 with Dustin Rhodes and Cactus Jack at the Norfolk Scope. In the Omni, it's the Great American Bash on Tour in Atlanta tomorrow night at 7:30. Dr. Duff, Steve Williams, Terry, Bam Bam Gordy, Jushin, Thunder Liger, all at the Omni tomorrow night. And tonight, it's the Great American Bash on Tour, 8 o'clock at the Baltimore Arena with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Greg Valentine. Tonight in Baltimore,
Hex.
World Championship Wrestling.
Hex.
This is unbelievable.
This is unbelievable.
August WCW magazine. Can anyone stop Big Van Vader? Plus an insider's guide to the NWA Tag Team Tournament. And hit the
So, like, the thing is, in the mid-'80s, if a promoter wasn't looking for the next Hulk Hogan, they were definitely looking for the next Ric Flair. And a lot of people thought Terry Taylor was the next Ric Flair because he had a similar haircut, a similar build.
Why drink chocolate milk? Hey, come on.
Kind of, you know, worked
It tastes great.
similarly, I guess. And he was very well spoken. And that's the thing that drives me nuts about wrestling promoters or even wrestlers when they talk about who's good and who's not. Is so often they will confuse being articulate with being a good promo. And that benefited Terry Taylor so much. Was that he was articulate.
What a tasty idea.
There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide.
Terry Taylor was fine in Mid-South. I'm watching 88 World Class right now when he came in after the EWF run. And they acknowledged his feud with Chris Adams there. And they had him like come in and be like, oh, I've changed. We're going to be all right. And then he turned on him immediately. He was fine there. But he was, I never felt like he was better than fine, I guess. He kind of felt like a guy, like when an indie guy breaks out now, because he can do all of Will Ospreay's shit, and everyone's like, oh, he's gonna be the next big thing, not realizing that there's somebody already doing it way better that he's impersonating. That's what Terry Taylor felt like to me. Like everybody thought he was going to be Ric Flair, but in reality, he just took a lot of Ric Flair shit and did it okay. Okay, Blake Christian used to be really bad about the Ospreay aping. He's become a good little heel. Like, I enjoy the Swirl. I think the Swirl's a good team. I watch Ring of Honor, so. Shout out, friend of the channel, Ian Riccaboni, who I know watches the VODs because we talked about it the other day on the Discord. Shout out, Ian. Dun, dun, dun.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one.
Exactly, Cecil. It's so easy now to have one thing that does really well, breaks out, and then you just have that one thing. Look at this weird-ass smoker's jacket Terry Taylor's wearing. He's trying to be both Hugh Hefner and the $1 Million Man at the same time. I know I've made the joke before in some videos, but this is the $1 Million Man Taylor's version. He went out with deodorant. I love Ron Simmons taping up his fists, like how they used to do the tape brass knuckles in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I'm with you, Reverend. I think the Swirl's a really good little heel team.
WCW Saturday night. Michael Hayes challenges Stunning Steve Austin for the TV title.
But I also think Blake needed something like that to encourage him to switch it up a bit. And I've been a big Lee Johnson guy since pretty much since AEW started using him. Dude, TBS's schedule on the weekends was so confusing. It would be like wrestling, and then National Geographic, and then like 7 John Wayne movies.
Oh man, boy, that is not a very.
Dude, that's rough. Rough.
Simmons, who has a very volatile temper, is ready for the ride. He got him.
Okay, if the Taylor-made man went by fancy-ass Terry Taylor, he would have gotten over. He would have gotten over if he was fancy-ass Terry Taylor. But see, then Green Boy, that would make this role baby faces. They gotta be hateable. Captain Planet was on before Power Hour, so it would be Captain Planet at like 7 and 7:30, or just Captain Planet at like 8:05, 8:35, and then Power Hour at 9:05. So that reminds me, Brian, you bringing up rich heel fancy ass Billy Gunn. So I was playing No Mercy with Eric and Noli the other day, and like, so Noli knows Billy Gunn as Daddy Ass, right? And I've tried to explain to him. They call him Daddy Ass because they used to use badass Billy Gunn, whatever. We're scrolling through the characters trying to find guys that, you know, oh my gosh, that especially Noli would like not, right? And I'm like, hey, look, it's Billy Gunn. And then I go to his character and it's Mr. Ass. And he's like, Mr. Ass? And he starts like cackling because Mr. Ass. That's a funny name. And then he goes, why would you ever call that guy Mr.? He's Billy.
Very susceptible to Charlie horses, and
his problem is that they called him Mr.
Taylor certainly no exception there as far as his shoulder's concerned. And his upper
Yeah,
arm.
Billy Ass and the Ass Boys. Shout out Denhausen.
Simmons scoops him up, goes back to another power move.
Rod and Todd Ass.
Down a 3-point stance. But Taylor saw that one coming.
Again, Ron Simmons is 4 weeks away from beating Vader for the world title. And he's going even Steven with Terry Taylor. Look at that old lady going nuts for Ron Simmons in the front row. Dr. Ass would have been great.
Be sure and tune in at 9 o'clock on AM 750 WSB tomorrow night. Taylor with a couple of cheap chops on the outside. Referee Randy Anderson was using
Talk about titties earlier. Terry Taylor's boots say TT. Oh my god! That almost was not very safe. The Boys of Ass. Sounds like a few of you guys during the shampoo commercials. Justin, thank you for the raid. Oh no! No, Terry! No! That's... No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Bad vibes. Bad vibes. I did, Rev Ray, and I forgot that it's my buddy Ben that did that. And then I forgot that he did it, and I was like... I had a parallel thought like a few months ago, and I did it myself, and then Ben's like, remember when I did that? I'm like, shit, yeah, I ripped you off. Yeah, so yeah, Terry put him in the chin lock and goes, do as you're told. Terry Taylor, by the way, named in not one, but 2 racial discrimination lawsuits. Yeah, Terry Taylor will be sued for being a racist. He will hit children with belts. God, John Tatum would have been the best B-show guy in WCW. Again, John Tatum and Jack Victory are on a lot of those 88 world-class shows I've been watching. He's the best guy on those shows. Justin, I was named in 2 lawsuits. They cancel each other out. Double negative. Like, my favorite thing about John Tatum is whenever anything remotely negative happens, oh, he got his revenge. Whenever anything remotely negative happened to John Tatum on TV, he would like make a face like he's gonna start crying. I love John Tatum. I did the Why John Tatum Rules video. I love John Tatum. Is Terry Taylor the George Costanza of pro wrestling? Might need a little more context because I'm not a Seinfeld guy. Like, I've seen Seinfeld because it's on TV all the time, but like, I don't know the characters intimately. Walking tall. Gotcha. Yeah, I would say so. By that criteria, yes.
Saturday night. As I mentioned, Ron will be my guest co-host on the broadcast. We've got 2 big hours for you starting at 6:05 Eastern Time. Williams and Gordy will be there. The Steiner brothers on the broadcast. And an interesting matchup.
All of my favorites.
Ravishing Rick Rude will take on Jimmy Jam Garvin and the Freebirds one-on-one
God,
on
just
WCW
the biggest
Saturday
sex
night.
havers in the company.
Remember, all that news, call the hotline right now. Until midnight tonight, some blockbuster news on the hotline. Until we talk again at 6:05 Eastern.
Until we talk again. That's kind of romantic, actually.
So long, everybody.
So long, Jim.
Promotional consideration.
All right, so before we go to the next episode, I mentioned there's a bit of a change for Not Quite Wrestling Sunday. Again, Not Quite Wrestling, my YouTube members only stream. I normally do them on Sunday. However, in the last 48 hours, I've had a schedule conflict pop up. So I'm not going to be available Sunday evening. So instead, Monday at 8 o'clock, we're going to watch this. If you are a YouTube member, let's go.
Live from Sammy White's Brighton Bowl, it's the 9th annual Candlepin Bowling Championship. Competing for the $10,000 grand prize are Topsy Jim Barber of Lynn.
All right, so if you are a YouTube member at the $5 and up tier, Monday night at 8 o'clock, just become a YouTube member at $5 or up, and we can watch bowling together Monday night.
Big Van Vader this morning on the Power Hour.
Oh, so this is not July the 4th. Why am I've been slacking on these show dates the last week or so. I'm excited. Brian, I think a couple of folks sent me Candlepin Bowling links. Brian was the first one, though, months ago. And I've been excited. It's kind of been, I was going to do it last month, but I found the Celebrity Bowling. My buddy Ben found that. So I had to watch that first. But this is going to be fun Monday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest.
Oh, God, it's the other Freebird song.
Introducing first the United States Tag Team Champions from Bad Street, USA, the Fabulous Freebird.
When they tried to update them for the 90s with this song. Oh, the famous team of the Italian Stallion and Rod Campbell. Jimmy Garvin's such a dick. He knows that that's the time for the enhancement guys to shine. He's like, I'm going to step right in front of them and clap. Fuck you guys. Yeah, Precious was like an executive in the Freebirds Corporation. I love this, Brian. I love that so much. That's what I'm expecting, so I'm glad to hear that my expectations will be upheld.
Williams and Gordy, the new tag champions. And Brad Armstrong, the new light heavyweight champion.
I love that last week on the hotline they established that we're getting rid of those belts.
We'll have exclusive footage of that event. I'll be joined by Cowboy Bill Watts at 6:05 Eastern, 5:05.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Once January 1st, 1990 happened, the Freebirds suddenly became 50 years old.
The Italian Stallion starting out with Jimmy Jam Garvin.
Hell yeah, Brian. I appreciate that. You are my expert for that region of the country.
Amateur grappler.
Yeah, Gary Sabaw, the Italian Stallion, teaming with Rod Thompson. Rod Campbell.
Freebirds deeply involved in the big pay-per-view.
I don't know why. So when you type KFC shoot Merchant Baggin', I'm like, why was Tommy Rich doing a Kentucky Fried Chicken shoot? But it's kayfabe commentaries, guy. Yeah, Italian Stallion just has Italy and like iron-on letters on his ass. Do you think there's a kiosk at the mall that does wrestling tights?
Tomorrow night. Hayes coming off the top, but the referee didn't see it.
Look, I'm never going to listen to it, but I love that Tommy Rich has a podcast.
And he drops the elbow on Campbell. And another big
this is what Michael Hayes would have looked like if he did Dragon Gate. Yankee Hawk, definitely the one at Great American Bash 90. This is shitty, whereas that one was openly racist. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with Italian Stallion's tights season, as he just got iron-on letters that come off in the first wash, really cheap ones. Dragon Gate Michael Hayes, oh my god, I will suggest it to Cecil, or not to Cecil, to Scotland. I have too many friends on Twitch now. Check out the Pro Wrestling Potluck Thursdays at 9 p.m. with my K-Fabulous cousin Scotland Green. Where if you like this show, you'll love what Scotland does. It's a lot fancier than what I do, but we have similar good times and a lot of the same folks in the chat. So if you're here with us live and you like the chat, you like the folks you're talking with, check out Scotland streams. We'll have a great time.
A little bit later in the broadcast.
Yes, RBH. They did.
Hayes. Very aggressive.
Also, Zach, I
today
can
on
picture
CBS.
that interaction exactly. That would be a fun game for Pro Wrestling Potluck. I'll suggest it to Scotland. On the gas or just has gas? And he just posts pictures of people's stomachs. Hell yeah, Glitter Dust Girl, I agree. All killer, no filler, this chat. Ah! Also, how much heat do you think this dude had for showing up to a WCW taping with Brian Pillman's trunks? Like, look at them. Those are like slightly longer versions of the Flying Brian tights.
Tag has been made now. Freebirds to the teamwork. Hayes has the front face lock locked in. And
boom.
There it is, the DDT. Hayes to the DDT.
If it'd be like if at the same time in history, somebody showed up to a WWF taping with Union Jack tights.
I'll be telling you about an injury that will change one of the teams that you'll see at the Great American Bash tomorrow night. Also, Paul E. Dangerously has been barred from the arena. I'll tell you why. Another
This is totally
we'll talk about
shitty-ass dive bar
the
run.
wrestling hotline right now, and we'll be back.
That was a dope figure, S-King, yes. Oh, it's the Rookie of the Year, Marcus Bagwell. His first year as Rookie of the Year.
Bart, I'm gonna open my mouth and
So
close
much
my
money
eyes,
these
and you're
people
gonna
made.
give me a big surprise.
Yeah, Paulie got barred from the arena a lot for gimmick matches. But they never, in kayfabe, no one was ever like, what if we just take his manager's license? Oh shit, Sting's coming for these Jolly Rancher people.
By 3/4 inch square. But the actual taste of a Jolly Rancher candy.
Do you think they fucked inside of the Jolly Rancher sprue? Like, you think they had to have tried?
A new world has been discovered.
Welcome to my world.
A big world.
Welcome to my
Here everything goes except one thing.
A bad world.
Noids do not have sex with Doodle.
A cool world. But a vampire. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, July 10th.
We take you now to Olympic sharpshooting.
Oh, the network coverage of the Olympics is good, but I wish they'd stay on all the boxing without cutting away.
Then you need the Olympics triple cast.
Now a word
No, it's
from our
because it's
sponsor.
violent. Why do you want your kids to see all the blood?
It's not the same with all these commercials.
You need the Olympics.
You know how we watch the Olympics while chopping up
Only
vegetables?
the Olympics triple cast gives you 3
God,
cable
that's
channels
right.
that
This was a
allow
pay-per-view
you
thing.
from all the Olympic events without commercial interruption. Finally, see all
Didn't
the
this, like,
events in their
bomb
entirety,
really
24 hours a
huge?
day.
How's it work?
All you have to do is call 1-800-OLYMPIC or your local cable operator.
So we can see
1-800
all the
Olympic.
boxing we want from beginning to end?
Yeah, but only with the Olympics triple cast.
And I could follow all the gymnastics without interruption?
Yeah, nowadays, you just open Peacock
What's the price?
Call now and you'll save 70% off the day rate of $29.95.
and you get all of it
15
right
days of
there.
Incredible Olympic action for less than $9 a day. The Olympics triple
And then our
cast.
friend
Call
Kevin
1-800
Marshall
Olympic or your
wins
cable operator now.
Emmy for how well his
US
crew
to
at
capture.
Peacock, him and his
The
crew,
trick is knowing
did
what
on
to
that
sweat
shit.
and what to let go. That's what performance is all about. That's why I like this stuff. It's got performance written all over it. Shampoo.
Hell yeah, that's right. Shout out Kevin Marshall.
It always gives me exactly what I'm after. Hair that looks great without a lot of fuss.
Yeah, Olympic triple cast, not a great idea. Not in 1992. Now, yeah.
Sure. Unsure. Sure. Unsure. Sure. Unsure.
So, like,
Dryness really counts. Be sure
I was thinking about it the other day, and I don't know why. Like, there's the guy in New England that does the pogo stick spot. We need to have a pole vault wrestler that dives into the ring.
Unsure.
Like, could you imagine, like, a pole vault into, like, os cutter?
Staying with us this morning here on TBS and the Power Hour. Now, don't forget my predictions on what's going to happen tomorrow night at the Great American Bash pay-per-view, airing on the Wrestling Hotline all day today. A lot of big
Please
news
do that,
and a lot of
Cecil.
things happening behind
If you
the
become the
scenes.
pole vault guy,
Blockbuster day
it's even
last
better.
Sunday in the Omni. We'll talk more about that on the Wrestling Hotline as well, involving all those championships. Right now, let's go back
I love
to
the
ring.
idea that that these wrestling companies, not just WCW, figured out how to legally advertise hotlines to children. Yeah, Jim Ross would tape like 3 of these at once and did not care. Because back then, it's not like they had the internet to archive this stuff. Of course, all the cars crashed.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned this past Sunday in the Omni,
Jim Boss, UWF5 veteran Jim Boss. Yeah, exactly, Zach. Yeah, listen to me just tell you what's on the booking sheets. Russo would actually do that on the WWF hotline. He would just read his format sheets and get in trouble for it. And then he'd be like, Jim Ross calling the Jim Boss match. How confusing do you think that must be to him?
I hope you'll be with us. 5:05 Central, 6:05 Eastern Time. As Bagwell starts out against some muscular.
Of course he didn't. I'm sorry, Zach. I remember Buff Bagwell did a minor league baseball game appearance here in my town, and he was so drunk that they made him honorary coach, and they had planned to do a spot where he like body slammed the other team's mascot. But he took it so seriously, and he was so drunk that he actually went on the field, and they had to pull him away from the umpire because he thought the umpire had a bad call, and they had to like send him back to his hotel an inning before his spot. They did, Corey. Yes.
Lot of ability.
I was watching that recently, PTRF. Yes. Shout out to the New Legacy boys. Shout out to Johnny, who I just learned because Noli's a big Deadlock fan. I just learned recently that Noli has thought for the last 6 months that John Blood's name is John Bald, and he wears the hat because he's bald.
World Championship Wrestling for many years.
Yeah, shout out Johnny and the boys.
Like many of us watched the Superstation when it was called the Superstation.
A great glitter dust really does.
Legendary Gordon Solie and all the great stars here. Boss now showing some offense on Bagwell. Irish whip far side, and Bagwell runs through the competitor. Good momentum and a unique move. Both men feeling the blunt of that one. Almost a counter power bomb. Irish whip again, far side this time. Sunset flip. Has it executed.
1-2.
Got 2 out of it.
Big jumping forearm, brother.
Boss now working on the arm of Bagwell illegally in the rope.
I love that. I have you in like a really uncomfortable like submission. I'm just gonna punch your arm over and over again.
Caught him with a foot coming in. And now let's see if Bagwell can capitalize. Once wasn't good enough for Boss.
The botched sunset flip ended up being the old Kidman Raideen one. Oh shit, it's the shitty fisherman suplex. Oh hey, he actually bridged. Normally he would take a back bump and then bridge. Press coordinator at UIW. Shout out UIW, our boys in Baltimore.
Barry Windham and stunning Steve Austin on the giant card in the Roanoke Civic Center.
But just those two. No one else.
In West Virginia, the Civic Center Coliseum with Dr. Death, Steve Williams, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and the Steiners in Charleston. Saturday, July 18th, 8 o'clock, Charlotte, North Carolina Memorial Stadium. Ricky Steamboat and Cactus Jack return to the Great American Bash. This Friday, July 17th, 8 o'clock, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, the Ritzep Center with Big Van Vader and Sting in Fort Bragg. This Thursday, July 16th, 7:30, Augusta in the Civic Center. Ron Simmons and the Super Invader.
Yes, Justin. That the win like that is the reason I just saw your comment. Yeah, definitely gets him in the running for the 93 Rookie of the Year. Absolutely. Takes usual locations Go find them. Where you got the last one? Just go. Ow.
World Championship Wrestling.
Sunday, in all of Bond's missions, only one villain has ever gotten away.
Good evening, 007.
Blowthrough.
Now, the time has come for one final showdown.
All right, let's get down to business.
You've suddenly become tiresome, Mr. Bond.
Jill St. John, Sean Connery, Diamonds Are Forever. 10:35 Eastern, Sunday morning on TBS.
Every now and then, we all need an outlet for change.
Yeah, that's
When this
why
happens to
screw
you,
holes in walls.
Switch to caffeine-free Diet 7-Up with NutraSweet, the 1-calorie uncola. Put some on in your diet.
Open sesame.
Hey, Joe, we're down to the last Butterfinger.
Seriously, the TBS schedule is insane. James Bond at 10:35 on a Sunday morning, competing with like Benny Hill. Or Benny Hinn. Not Benny Hill. Benny Hinn.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
And try new Butterfinger ice cream nuggets.
I'll be your best friend.
Benny Hill would have
You
been
already
better.
are.
Yeah.
General Nutrition has a key to help unlock your body's potential. Open the door to
And again, this looks like this bodybuilder has another bodybuilder locked in his little closet there.
with Twin Lab Gainers Fuel 2500. Get 2500 low
Like,
fat,
I'm
high
pretty
power
sure the
calories
reason
per
why my
serving.
dad stopped going
No
to
other
church in the
gainer can
90s was
match it.
because
Gainers Fuel
they would air all of his
2500.
favorite movies on
Get the key
TBS
to help unlock your
on
body's
Sunday mornings.
performance. GNC, the authority in sports nutrition products.
We've locked this bodybuilder in a bank vault for 30 days, and if he can survive, we'll give him $100,000. Hi, I'm Mr. Beast.
Become a matchmaker. Listen in on special events. The hotline explodes with
Wow.
fun. The WCW hotline, 1-900-909-9900. The price is 99 cents per minute to try all the fun
I love that the
choices.
basis of this commercial is that it's a totally normal thing to have that middle school photo or photo day backdrop,
Interactive champion.
and it's really cool.
I use a shampoo for dandruff, but my scalp still itches like crazy.
You need new
I
Scalp
think you
Essence,
might
a
be on
revolutionary
heroin,
scalp
buddy.
Medicine for deep scalp itch.
If
not
you just
ordinary dandruff.
get
Scalp
clean,
Essence is not a shampoo.
you'll stop
It's a
scratching so
clear liquid
much.
You don't wash away like shampoo. Apply Scalpicin anytime for deep scalp itch relief with medicine chosen by doctors over
Yeah, you might
all
have
these dandruff
lice.
shampoo formulas.
Like,
Scalpicin penetrates to
put some
relieve the
mayonnaise
itch
in that
and help
shit.
prevent flaking.
The itch is gone.
New Scalpicin,
Yeah,
the
just-
scalp medicine for deep scalp itch.
I detoxed.
A new world has been discovered.
Welcome to my world.
A big world.
I should have just advertised this stream as like, let's watch the Cool World trailer 100 times in a row.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, July 10th.
The 90s were more innocent, but people still did a lot of
Great
heroin.
American Bash exclusively on pay-per-view and the Wrestling Hotline at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. You're going to see Barry Windham and Dustin Rhodes take on Stunning Steve Austin.
Is it Pio Hoso?
In a quarterfinal match.
Liz, did I pronounce that correctly? If not, I apologize.
To determine the new NWA World Tag Team Champion. In this segment, we're going to focus on those two teams. Let's go back to the Clash of Champions and show you just exactly how Windham and Rhodes advanced with a very hard
This is why heroin rules.
And beautiful Bobby now, the master of the Alabama champ.
Let's just air matches from the Clash of the Champions. We don't have enough stuff. Alright, I will not say it again because it's an insult, but alright, I'm glad I said it correctly. You always knew Beautiful Bobby meant business when he had the high and tight mullet.
Jammed right into his chest. Snap mare by Anderson, who is now the legal man. Oh, Anderson stomping away. Stomping the kid right in the head.
And Barry Windham actually not helping his partner by coming in the ring. Ties up the
Right on the
referee,
throat.
and it's now allowing Arn Anderson to choke Dustin Rhodes.
Rhodes in a tremendous amount of trouble now.
Yeah, Bobby and Arn are a team for most of the first half of '92. They beat the Steiners for the tag belts.
They sense that the kid has been wounded. He is
Also, you can tell it's hot in the building because Paul took off his blazer.
Arn Anderson with the
That is my boy Double A. That's my dad's boy.
Anderson.
Only wrestler my dad ever liked, Arn Anderson.
Able to tag beautiful.
And I agree with you, Rev Ray. Dustin and Barry were a very good team, and for being so much taller than all the other teams, were great at getting sympathy. Dude, I heard about that school, Cecil. Apparently there's a money guy behind it. That's just like, okay, who lives locally, and we can put on a flyer for trainees. Ricardo Rodriguez, Action Andretti, and apparently the dude's working with Nick Gage, helping him along with like Sean Waltman and Brett Lauderdale and like getting clean. So that's cool, but that is a weird school. It's a weird ass wrestling school.
And that's correct. The referee has to stand by that.
Oh, Spinebuster! He's got it!
Nick Gage is a better wrestler than people give him credit for. Just because he did deathmatch stuff doesn't mean he was a bad wrestler. But also, even if he doesn't get in the ring, he can teach guys a lot about like committing to the bit. He's a hell of a promo. Yeah, Rev Ray, I'm with. Barry didn't have teams that went very long. That was a sick ass bump. No, not really a bump. He did like a roll through on the Bulldog. That was sick as hell. But yeah, what do you think Action Andretti and Nick Gage talk about? Like, not even like, what do you think they share for curriculum? But like, what do you think they talk about before the kids get there?
The Great American Bash will be taking on another team from the Dangerous Alliance, 2 champions, Ravishing Rick Rude and Stunning Steve Austin.
The weather, yeah. That's about it.
How they did it. And the referee did not see the tag. I'm wondering if he's going to allow the tag to stand.
Well, if he didn't see it, he can't call it. He's got to make a decision.
Didn't see it, he can't call it.
Rude out of the ring.
Hey, that would be a great wrestling school. If you got Nick Gage here, he starts the seminar. Hey, you guys like titties? Fuck yeah. Also, if you didn't know that Steve Austin was the most frugal wrestler ever, just look at like all of his tights. Like, for a guy that was like the future of wrestling, those are the cheapest ass looking lettering on his ass there. Exactly. Dude, he came into wrestling in Texas. And then he went to Memphis where they paid even less. Dude was living off potatoes.
Another tag. The television champion tags in the U.S. champion. And Rude now back in.
I done wrestled Frogman LeBlanc in this son of a bitch. I saw an Instagram video he posted. I guess people were mad because he said he was gonna get his cat's haircut, and he's like, those of you in the comments are saying that I shouldn't get a cat's haircut. Shut the fuck up. And then he showed his cats with their haircut. They looked adorable. Yeah, that's very much I did that shit in my hotel room haircut. Also, wacky outfit on Medusa.
I really like the teamwork of Ravishing Rick Rude and Stunning Steve Austin.
I really like Medusa's legs and those little tights she had on.
We'll take a look at another pairing that you'll see tomorrow night at the Great American Bash, right after this timeout.
Jim's really selling what we're going to see after the commercial break.
On sale? No, that's their new lower price. But it's
these shampoo commercials are way less horny than what we're used to. Medusa foreshadowing the ringmaster gimmick.
The essence of man, when he holds you close.
Hey, it's Kelly LeBron.
Brute, come on.
And Medusa was busy working for the Masked Magician. Couldn't get there on time. Had to come in right at the finish.
Your engine with that is a terrible thing to do.
WCW Magazine sponsoring WCW Power Hour. 1-800-GET-WCW1. Can I just buy WCW?
The army of the future. Almost
human.
Almost perfect.
almost under control.
GR13, ceasefire.
We're going after them.
But the future has a bad attitude.
Yeah, no, you gotta fuck the dandruff
Terminator 2
in the sexy shampoo commercials. Have to stick it on or around your genitals.
Friday, July 10th at a theater near you.
Who doesn't like a little change now and then? Right now, M&M Mars will give you 5 cents.
Hey guys,
for
just
every
pick
regular
up trash
candy
and
bar
we'll
you
help you make a
buy.
living.
You send us the wrappers and we'll send you the money.
Oh, you have to mail them the
We sell
wrappers.
millions of candy bars every
Oh,
day.
you can't just take them to a
That's
grocery
lot of
store.
money. But we figured, hey,
So if you don't have money, you can't afford the stamp to send them off. Big bag of candy wrappers.
There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Because here comes Yoshi.
Yeah, imagine being the mail clerk when someone walks in with a trash bag of candy wrappers. Hey, I need to send this to the Mars candy people.
Catch the creatures and wipe them out. Play alone or with a friend, but mix them.
God, my mom loved this game.
It's challenging. It's overwhelming.
Hey, Yoshi!
It's Yoshi, the new puzzle game for Game Boy or NES.
Yeah, minimum 20. Fuck.
You know, a lot of men want to know more about Rogaine with minoxidil. If you're one of them, I have.
You know,
good news
this
for
guy
you.
got a lot of
Now there's a
the
video
roles that
prepared
Kirk Cameron
especially for
didn't
men who
want.
answers to their questions about Rogaine. Simply call
Like-
1-800-477.
Like the real dirty movies
And
that
Upjohn
they
will
wanted
be
Kirk
glad to
Cameron,
send
but
it
he's
to
like,
you.
man, I'm into
Absolutely
God
free.
now. I can't
Now,
do
once
that.
you've looked at it, you'll probably
This
want to schedule an
guy,
appointment
this
with
guy
a
would do
doctor.
full frontal.
After all, only your doctor can prescribe Rogaine. And if you call right now, Upjohn will also send you the names of doctors in your area who can help you decide if Rogaine is right for you. You'll also
Kirk
receive a
Cameron's second
$10
base
certificate as an
double.
incentive to see your doctor.
There's
For your free
boobs in
videotape
the scene.
that
This
gives
guy
you the
has to
complete
come
story
in.
on Rogaine with minoxidil and your $10 certificate.
Yeah, now
call
they have
toll-free
Rogaine you can snort, probably.
1-800-477-8996. So what are you waiting for? Make the call today.
Why is he making that face? What are you waiting for?
I am telling you for a fact, that girl, she wants me. The one that's in class. No, I mean,
That girl. That girl wants me.
She can't take her eyes off me.
When you can't be bothered to write a character's name
The big chocolate of
for a 30-second commercial, that girl?
Looking at me and looking at me. All right, here's a thought. Were you eating one of these at the time? Yeah. So? Just kind of what I thought.
You one of these the team?
Kinda.
Three Musketeers.
You one of these?
On chocolate.
This
You
is the
one of
reason
these?
to never use soap again. If we promise this rich soap-free lather goes beyond soap clean.
Yes, everybody was on the on all the drugs of the 90s, even the kids.
Well, if we
All of us kids are on
promise it
drugs in the
helps
90s.
keep essential moisture as you cleanse. It does. And that light Olay
It
fluids
does.
work like young skins for a fresh young glow.
Bouncy, bouncy. I'm in the
Foaming
hair,
face wash
you
by
perverts.
Oil of Olay. We keep our promise to young skin. Now a new sensitive.
Thanks for staying with us here this morning, everyone, on the Power Hour. One of those
Yeah, Brian, you've
matchups.
got great
Tomorrow
hair.
night, the Great American
You
Bash
got good hair, Brian. You don't need
Brian
Rogaine.
to take on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Nikita Koloff. Here's our Koloff and Steamboat advanced.
That's how they advanced.
And fireworks beginning to ignite.
This is the only time that Dean Malenko and Ricky Steamboat ever wrestled. That was sick.
Wow.
Shout out Joe
Made a
Malenko.
smart move right there. Steamboat going up for a
Tags in his brother, the famed talk show host. This week in history, thanks to Stephen J. Neptune Man. July 11, 92, the Mariners beat the Yankees 5-3 on baseball field. Number one movie in America, speaking of baseball, League of Their Own. Number one song in America, the anthem of Butt Guys Everywhere, Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Thank you so much, as always, Stephen J. Neptune Man, for the
You
factoids.
look around ringside, the international flavor here. You got photographers from Europe, from
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. They ran out of matches. I probably would have picked a different Power Hour if I would have looked ahead. Come on.
Dean Malenko taking Steamboat down now into a submission maneuver.
Hard. There's a guy in the front row whose shirt just says hard.
Got a lower back.
He's tapping out. Ref, call the match. What I loved about the build to this clash is that they tried to represent the Malenkos like they were from somewhere in Europe. And then they aired a promo of theirs from their dad's school. And neither of them bothered to try to use an accent.
That was their strength going into the contest. That's exactly what we're seeing here now. So their game plan offensively.
Hungary, that's right. Yeah, it was specifically Hungary.
This is the first time
But yeah, they were just Americans.
And Steamboat is tied up right now. You know how I'd get out of this, Ross? I'd thumb him in the eye.
I'd touch him in the balls.
Headbutt by Dean Malenko, and he makes the exchange with his brother.
I mean, Ivan Putski was Polish. He had a little bit of an accent. But he's kind of like Bill Dundee, where the longer he lived in America, the more he just became like a hick. Rainmaker! That's it. Nobody kicks out of the Rainmaker.
And Steamboat able to kick out. Another near fall situation.
Could you imagine Dean Malenko teaming with the Russian Brute? If you were here Sunday for Off the Grid, we were introduced to the Russian Brute, new best wrestler. Yeah, their dad was a fake Russian. Absolutely.
The Dragon has raised tremendously in the last couple of weeks. You know why, Jim Ross?
Why is that?
Because in his profile, he named me his favorite movie star.
I saw that.
Very interesting. I'm his hero.
Steamboat Days in the wrong corner. Needs to make the tag, obviously. You notice the tag team ropes in effect here.
All right, we got Nikita in there. He's probably why they couldn't be Russians, because Nikita was a fake Russian. Russian Brute, who, by the way, is in the 5-star Booker game now.
He does the best. He's like a caged animal.
Shout out to Andy Nimity, who was in the chat Sunday. Took our feedback for the game. 5starbooker.com. Russian Brute is in the game. NWC is in the game. Yeah, they think Nikita was Lithuanian at this time, but I think they were like, oh, same thing. Yeah. This is the first wrestling match you ever saw. That's awesome. I wish I saw a match this good for my first wrestling match. Mr. Watson, where do you want to build these guys from? I'm hungry. All right, you heard him. They're from Hungary. Love it.
Thunder Liger. Here's how Pillman and Liger advanced. Slowing things down.
Oh, hey, it's a show from 1992, and we cannot avoid Chris Benoit. Vomit.
His key, get this guy down on the mat and torture him down there, and that's what they're going to do.
That's Beef Wellington, his partner, not the Beef Wellington we were discussing earlier.
And a chop by Benoit.
For Hungary. Turkey's right over there. Yeah. Chris Benoit, not from Edmonton. He's from Atlanta. Real fans know that. I think I had the show on a bootleg VHS too, but I didn't get it until like I was in high school. Like I remember seeing it as a kid, but my mom didn't let me tape it. And then years later when I started trading for tapes, I mostly did like indie wrestling, but there was a guy that had like a lot of WCW that he wanted to like trade with me for IWA Mid-South, and I'm like, dude, just throw this show. And I think oh my gosh, I think he gave me like all of 1992 Saturday Night on like VHS tapes for like 6 IWA Mid-South shows.
That should have been an automatic disqualification. And now Wellington, he took a chance. And my God, there's no padding, Jess, all the way over the top.
This is unbelievable. They're going.
There have been multiple Beef Wellingtons. Multiple Beef Wellingtons from Canada. Yeah, he died the same day as Chris Benoit. I thought it was the day before. And like Benoit found out about it. Because Black Cat also died that weekend. And it just drove him over the edge.
Liger trying to get him up and over and does. Just successful. Wellington tried to fight it as long as he could. And Liger makes the tag. Then to Flying Brian. Flying Brian's got one thing on his mind. That's a rematch with Scotty Flamingo as the tag has been made. Benoit in. Right hand caught Pillman in the jaw. Pillman now in trouble. Another effective football block by Benoit. Pillman, oh, he took him all the way outside. Sidestep and took him outside, Jess.
And I'll tell you what, the concrete seems to be getting more.
Yeah, Wellington Wilkins Jr. also works Beef Wellington.
Always seem to end up out on the concrete floor when it's all said and done.
There have been a number of Beef Wellingtons. It's like one guy read the name and results and was like, 6 different guys who are like, I want to steal that. Yeah, maybe that was the bump. Yeah.
It's legal by NWA rules. The drop kick. That's just Benoit. And Benoit knocked outside.
And fortunately for Benoit, he went outside. Here comes Flying Brian.
Pillman fakes him off his feet, but still hits him with it. What high-risk offense we're seeing right here from these 4.
I love that random security guard that's like, what the fuck are this shit? Yeah, NWA rules are different. It's 20 count on the floor, and NWA rules didn't have the top rope ban.
Both teams would be eliminated.
WCW changed the top rope rule back in September of '92.
Tagging in Wellington. As we mentioned, Wellington, the Western Canadian champion.
Very specific. I assume he's just like had an indie championship in Western Canada, and Jim Ross didn't want to like make him look small time. Oh my gosh.
And Wellington went over the top. Now look at Liger. He's up on top.
Thank you so much, Sriracha Jones. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so weird that Bill Watts took over. It was like, here's a bunch of rule changes nobody likes. And then a month later, they're like, hey man, isn't it cool when we don't have those rules? The whole like show, great wrestling without those rules. And the fans are like, yeah, please change them back.
These athletes really putting it on the line here. Remember, it's single elimination. You lose, you're out of it.
Jim Ross has always been really weird about single elimination tournaments. He would say that all the time when he was doing AEW commentary regularly, and Tony was in tournament mode. This is a very special set of rules. You win, you go forward, you lose, you're out. Yeah, not having pads on the outside of the ring was Bill Watts. Yeah.
Benoit trained in Japan for 1 year before turning pro. So he knows the Japanese.
Wasn't he already pro when he worked in the dojo?
For quite some time. In some historic IWGP championship matches. And now it's Benoit.
Yeah, I gotta know why Jim Ross thinks single elimination tournaments are so weird.
He went into a crossbody from a suplex to a crossbody, and Wellington prevents the 3 count. What an adjustment made in midair by Jushin Thunder Liger.
Tremendous move, but great thinking on the part of Wellington. He got in there and made this big move.
Yeah, I thought he was in Calgary before New Japan too. I think Jim Ross might have had his facts wrong. Oh shit, a Sai moonsault. Like, I saw somebody mention it on Blue Sky the other day. Like, yeah, Liger changed the game with all the high flying, but the thing that separated him from the pack was how freaking charismatic he was. And how, like, he had such a good control of the audience. Siamese dragon.
Forearm to the ribs there. Comes back with a right hand.
Odinism, thank you for the follow, or Zero Dinism. Oh. Also, it's insane they're just running this entire match on Power Hour. Like, I get it, it's a good match. But also, Wellington and Liger are both very confident that they have wiped completely inappropriately. Oh my gosh. I hope they do too. The O'Days versus the Miracle Violence Connection is one of the funniest matches. Because, for those of you that don't know, the O'Days were a father-son team. The father hadn't wrestled in 10 years. The son had never wrestled before in his life. And Doc and Gordy beat the fuck out of them. If this even makes it to YouTube, I have a feeling there's so much of the Clash playing that this might not even make it to YouTube. Which is fucking hilarious. The O'Days, consisting of a skinny-ass teenager and an old-ass dad, we're like, we're gonna beat up Doc and Gordy.
They've got him set up. Oh, the Canadian team ran together. Drop kick by.
Oh my! Oh. Liger's like, Muta got overdoing it. They've upset the Canadians? Are we sure? There was too much beef to body slam.
The high-flying style of Pillman and Liger to take on the technical expertise of Steamboat and the power of Nikita Koloff.
Power.
The winner
Power,
of that
baby.
tag team matchup will face Terry Gordy and Steve Dr. Death Williams in the semifinals of the NWA World Tag Team Tournament. That again.
Yeah, always as a tip, typically, if you're looking for the VOD or the update, check the YouTube channel first. Because I almost always forget to click to make the Twitch VOD go live until like 2 days later. So the headhunters were played by Larry Santo and Bob Cook, who were two like frequent enhancement guys. Dudes from Georgia and Tennessee.
And into the light.
Yeah, Jim Ross looks very uncomfortable on camera. Like there's definitely some bunching up on his ass.
Never harsh or
Beef and Benoit were a more established team, but nobody in WCW, like the WCW crowd didn't know that. For all they knew, those two guys from Florida, that they were lying about them being from Canada.
Put some in
you know?
your diet.
Can I help
Larry
you
Santo
folks?
does rule.
Hi, got any microwaves, Bob?
Yes.
Great, let's go, kids.
Thanks, Bob.
Let's go. Just,
Do you realize how many schlumpy-looking dudes got Hollywood work in the early 90s as dads because of the success of Ed O'Neill?
You make a better door than you do a window, Bob.
Get $3 off a CD at Musicland
Yeah.
or Sam Goody when you buy these
Like,
Tony's products.
Jim Ross is acting like they're making him film the stand-ups live, and he has to stand there for a full hour with his underwear up his ass.
World heavyweight champion Sting is back, ready to rock Big Van Vader with a taste of his own.
Ed O'Neill did change TV forever.
WCW hosts the finals of the NWA World Tag
And
Team
jiu-jitsu as well.
The tradition rolls on.
The tradition rolls on.
92, Sunday, July 12th. Be there live only on pay-per-view.
General Nutrition Center's Pro Performance Amino 1000, the scientifically developed protein supplement.
Yeah, 1992 was sick.
Amino 1000 can help give you the edge.
They just all sorts of weird ass coupons on
The
food.
Amino 1000 gel capsule, designed for fast absorption. Amino 1000.
Yeah, the Great American Bash ended in 92, went away for 93 and 94. Hey, Wolferdale. And came back in 95.
Check this Multiply the number of red ones by the inverse ratio of the number of green ones. How many fruit flavor combinations? 911. What? In here? If you multiply the red ones by the purple ones.
Quantum mathematics.
What? You see, each Skittles color equals a Skittles fruit flavor. How many combinations? In every bag of
Skittles by Seth Candy.
Excellent.
Nova Lights, thank you for the follow. Refs as Wizards, I think it was just that Al Bundy was an asshole. That's awesome. That's very kind of Ed O'Neill. Eric Stone Street, who was apparently at the Taylor Swift wedding.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back.
There we
to
go,
Power
guys.
Hour. I'm
Perverts.
Missy Hyatt, and this is Missy
Congrats.
with the Mail. Tomorrow, exclusively on pay-per-view and the WCW Wrestling Hotline, Sting defends the WCW World's Heavyweight Championship against Big Van Vader at the Great American Bash. The Stinger has never faced anyone as powerful as the 450-pound
I bet nobody in this chat noticed that Missy's hair completely changed from last week.
Let's take a look at how Vader nearly ended Sting's career a few weeks back.
Eye contact training. Look at those titties. She didn't notice Missy's head. Missy has hair? Oh, even to the back that looked rough. I love the guy in the crowd that's just holding up like a license plate. Sting is helpless. Ugh. Right on the belly tummy.
Vader's 200-pound weight advantage and his awesome power nearly put the champion away. Sting seemingly could not contend with the monster's unleashed offense. A few weeks later, Vader wrestled Sting's friend, Marcus Alexander Bagwell, and attempted to end the youngster's career as well. The Stinger was watching this bout from the locker room, and here's what happened.
He's calling for the champ.
No fear! No pain! You are dead! Come on, Sting!
Come on, Sting! Like, Vader had the perfect voice for being Vader, which helped him so much.
Don't confuse courage with stupidity. This is courage. He's going into the big guy's attacking him.
I think this is stupidity, too.
I was gonna say, Tony, you kind of called him stupid.
Come in the ropes, he catches an elbow. Now he's at the mercy of Big Vader.
Yes! Sting!
I always loved this backhand Sting would throw.
He may knock him off his feet. He did!
I love that the refs have to figure out what the hell to do because they're not in there to pull them apart. And Sting just keeps doing shit. Please, oh, that would have been sick if Sting did a dive. Oh my God, he did! I forgot this. I forgot that he did a dive and that Vader didn't catch him.
Championship Showdown is tomorrow night at 7
That was
Eastern
sick
on
as hell.
pay-per-view and the Wrestling Hotline.
I forgot that he did the dive in that
The
segment.
new champion, and we'll tell you why right now on the Wrestling Hotline.
Yeah, Vader was like,
My
just
report
let him
tomorrow on
eat
the
shit right
Hotline
by his
will
feet.
concern everything you don't see on TV tomorrow at the Bash. It should be hot. Hot, hot, hot. Have a great day. I'm Missy Hyatt, and this has been Missy Does the Mail.
That's how I'm going to start ending the shorts. Not WCW deep cut anymore. It's yeah. Hey, Cowboy said it would expose the business if I stood there like this. So I just let you eat shit.
Virginia, the Civic Center. Barry Windham and Stunning Steve Austin on a giant card in the Relic Civic Center. Sunday, July 19th at 7:30.
Civic Center call. I mean, maybe.
Terry Bam Bam Gordy and the Steiners in Charleston. Saturday, July 18th, 8 o'clock, Charlotte, North Carolina, Memorial Stadium.
They're the box office Ticketmasters should have been like a couple of masked weirdos that did jobs all the time. Usual locations. Go find the tickets wherever you want in town.
Tomorrow night, 6:30, Albany in the Civic Center. The Great American Bash with Ravishing Rick Rude and Nikita Koloff in Albany. And tonight, 8 o'clock, it's the Great American Bash on tour at the Diamond in Richmond, Virginia.
What was so civic about them? I don't know, the mayor went there sometimes?
Ooh, my little buddy's sleeping like a baby. You won't mind.
Kind of creepy to sneak into your son's room when he's sleeping.
I told you, Homer. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Why drink chocolate milk? Hey, come on. A, you need it. It tastes great.
You need
a
it.
snack. B, it's a great snack. It's the spot. A great snack. C, it's smooth. Chocolate milk is rich and smooth. D, your friends like it a lot. E, it's chocolate. F, you love the taste.
F,
G, do you
we
really
will
need a
have
reason?
fucking.
Chocolate milk. What a tasty idea.
What a tasty idea.
Double your refreshment. Double your enjoyment. Oh, no single gum. Double freshens your mouth like double mint gum. Double your refreshment.
Right. Yeah. I love the idea that all the commercial characters exist in the same universe. Like the Doublemint twins. They're just assholes.
Every now and then, we all need an outlet for change. When this happens to you, switch to caffeine-free Diet 7-Up with NutraSweet, the 1-calorie un-cola. Put some in your diet.
Combos versus chips, with real cheddar cheese on the inside and crunchy baked crackers.
Again,
on the
if it's
outside.
cheddar cheese combos, I'm down. A lot of these other flavors, I'm good.
Try combos. They're the one snack.
Cracker
that's twice as good.
combos.
Combos versus
That's what I call the comments section on a
By filling crunchy
Facebook
baked
post.
pretzels with spicy nacho cheese, Combos crushes ordinary pretzels. Try Combos. They're the one snack that's twice as good.
Susie Hamilton, U.S. middle distance runner.
The 7-Up spots are still chasing the Noid for background.
You can't hang on to old victories.
I miss the days where the Noid could be a celebrity.
That's why I like this stuff so much. It's not the old way of doing things. Shampoo and conditioner in one. Pert Plus.
Pert.
Gives me the results I'm after. Soft, manageable hair without a lot of fuss. Who needs the old way of getting there?
Pert Plus. Performance, no fuss.
Next on TBS, dive deep beneath the waters off the Hawaiian Islands on National
Yeah.
Geographic Explorer. Then at 12:05, Dinosaur Saturday begins with the king of prehistoric
Dinosaurus.
Dinosaurus, here on TBS.
Yankee
The
Hawk.
Power Hour has been brought to you by Jolly
Jolly
Rancher.
Rancher.
Candy. The taste of fruit squared.
Maybe you'll bite into one and there'll be two really tiny people having sex. There we go. We're ending with Ron Simmons tonight.
From Warner Robins, Georgia, the All-American, Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons.
In the ring, his opponent, 220.
It was nice of them to give us a second original match on this show.
And welcome back, everyone, to TBS and the Power Hour.
His partner's no longer with the company, but he still has to be young Pistol Tracy.
Taping this Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Tickets are free at Center Stage on West Peachtree in Atlanta. This Thursday night in Augusta, Georgia, the Civic Center, the Great American Bash.
I don't have the energy for that, Corey. Plus, I have to go to work, so
July the 16th.
bless your heart.
And I certainly want to say out to the fans in Richmond, Virginia. We'll be at the ballpark there, the home of the Richmond Braves. Big outdoor event.
Hell yeah.
Tonight at 8 o'clock in Richmond, Virginia. Ron Simmons certainly has been a dominant athlete in recent weeks.
Steve left WCW around this time. I think maybe a month before this. And then he's in the WWF by Winter. For his really short run. Where Vince wanted to make him a country singer. Because, I mean, little known fact, Steve Armstrong can sing. Like, for real.
Another unfortunate wrestling death. That and more on the Wrestling Hotline right
What the fuck, Jim Ross?
until midnight tonight. Ron
So tonight on the hotline, we'll talk about can Sting beat Vader, plus the NWA Tag Team Title Tournament, and someone died.
Warner Robins, Georgia, is a 219-pound linebacker.
R.I.P. the inventor of Afro Sheen. Pour one
A
out.
lot of people thought that he would not make it in major college football. They were certainly wrong on that.
Tonight on the hotline, Great American Bash results, plus Ric Flair has AIDS.
Forcing Smothers back into the corner.
More death angles. We need more people faking their deaths in general.
WCW Saturday night.
Like,
And he'll also be my guest on Wrestling with Jim Ross on AM 750 WSB tomorrow night.
we don't get enough people faking their deaths.
And I'm going to ask him about his
I need to start an off the grid hotline. Just make up stories. Max Thrasher chopped a man's head off.
Simmons is not one to be physically or mentally intimidated. That's for sure.
Plowboy Frazier, R.I.P. You could have just been like, hey, Plowboy Frazier died.
Smothers is an outstanding
Would it have been
athlete
Buzz
as well.
Sawyer?
Played college football,
Maybe.
NAIA football at Carson Newman.
And that's the case, and the hotline show should have been, hey, we're going to have the whole roster come on the hotline tonight to laugh at how big of a piece of shit Buzz Sawyer was.
And Smothers trying to lull Simmons into a lax state.
It was Ass Dan. Oh my gosh. The speed on that power slam was insane. Could have been Buddy Rogers.
One of the most explosive power slams you'll ever see.
That's the case, Jim Ross would have been like. Also, news on the death of the Nature Boy.
Fans, don't forget that we, as I mentioned, we'll be back at Center Stage this Tuesday night. We'll start at 7 on West Peachtree.
We'll start at 7 and just go as long as we want.
And we'll be taping a couple of WCW Saturday night broadcasts for you.
I love the willingness to be like, hey, none of this shit is live.
now the advantage side headlock, vertical position.
They didn't have to say that on national
Smothers going to be
TV,
successful here. Either needs to
but who
kick in
knows?
gear and increase the tempo or try to mat wrestle
Ooh.
Simmons. And Simmons down in that three-point stance.
Oh my gosh. Tracy got a hand to the face.
Got him his hand more than his forearm on that attempted clothesline. Well,
Yeah, shout out to Astan, the hero of Underground Records.
They tell me they're going to emphatically be at the Great American Bash tomorrow night. And what's going to happen on that live pay-per-view is anyone's guess. I'll tell you why I think they're going to be there on the hotline, as I mentioned.
Now those are shitty 10 punch counts, 10 count punches. Talking about how good Matt Bourne's were earlier.
WCW Saturday night as Simmons comes back with a big right hand. Irish whip to the far side. He hesitated a step, and that cost him there. Smothers does have great quickness and really outstanding ring savvy as far as that's concerned.
T the Terry, thank you for the follow.
And now ramming Simmons head and face into the top turnbuckle.
Hell yeah.
Big Ron has had his share of problems.
Big Ron.
Harley Race-led Super Invader last few weeks.
Yeah, Ron Simmons in the weeks leading up to his world title win was feuding with Super Invader.
Smothers tried a right hand. Simmons obviously beating him to the punch. Simmons with 4 right hands and Smothers 1.
Yeah, Mean Gene had way less of the soul than Jim Ross did. I agree. And I love Mean Gene. I think part of what made him great is that he had no shame.
Trying to scoop him up, Simmons.
1, 2.
Nice wrestling move by Ron, but Smothers up again very quickly. Smothers now.
Oh.
Comes with right hands, but not for long. And Simmons brings him out of the corner, caught him the clothesline. Simmons retaliates.
Yeah, Jim wanted you to buy into it. Gene just wanted you to buy. That's a great way to put it, Brian.
Smothers allowing him to avoid that elbow drop.
Like, there's the thing that people don't really recognize about Tracy Smothers. Like, Ron is more muscular, but Tracy is taller than him. Tracy was supposed to be a light heavyweight, and he's a big fucking guy.
Very rapidly, there's a martial arts blow. And Smothers up on top here.
I always love back in this era, every guy that would go to the top rope had like a little thing they did before they jumped off. Tracy's was like this. Of course, Macho Man did that.
One more time, as you heard him say.
Jimmy Snuka did that. Everybody that went to the top rope had a thing. We need to bring that back. I know everybody goes to the top rope, but they need to. They said that these matches were taped before the top rope ban. 2, 3. By the way, I didn't mention it before. Sick ass tights on Ron here. Yeah, Jeff Hardy would. Swanton.
Big Ron Simmons, one of the most dominant athletes I've ever been around, and a man that certainly has his sights on becoming the WCW World's Heavyweight
I want a
Champion.
ranking, Jim.
So does Big Van Vader. Big Van Vader and Sting in the rematch tomorrow night at the Great American Bash, exclusively on pay-per-view and on the Wrestling Hotline from Albany, Georgia. Great seats for that event are still available for you fans that are planning on attending.
And Jim's like, finally, I can pull these underwear out of my ass.
Saturday night, as we promised, we will have the exclusive footage of that volatile and explosive night this past Sunday in Atlanta's Omni. Exclusive footage on the World Tag Team Championship and on the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship. That will be on WCW Saturday night at 6:05 Eastern Time. And don't forget to join Tony Schiavone and Magnum TA tomorrow on the main event here on TBS and all that red-hot news. What's really going on in WCW?
News.
I'll tell you right now on the Wrestling Hotline. For everyone here in Atlanta, I'm Jim Ross saying, so long, everybody.
By the way, this show aired nationally, not just in Atlanta. All right, so before we go, of course, I'm doing Not Quite Wrestling Monday for the YouTube members, but I'm going to be back Tuesday for you all, for everybody, at the mothership, Tuesday at 9 p.m. on Twitch. back for Deep Cuts Live, and here's what we're watching next Tuesday.
Bucksport, Tennessee, weighing 253 pounds, Buck Bull. And here
All right, so that is it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for the last 2 hours, watching some Power Hour. Appreciate the hang, everybody. I'll be back again Monday night at 8. If you're a YouTube member, we're going to watch Candlepin Bowling from 1984. It'll be a jam. And then Tuesday at 9 p.m., WCW Deep Cuts Live. I'll be there for you, baby, as I am every Tuesday. Before I go, like I always like to end these with, life sucks, the world's on fire, everything is bad right now. However, I know you can make it the next Tuesday. I will make it the next Tuesday. You will make it the next Tuesday. Just 7 days. That's all I'm asking for. Just get there, and then we'll figure the rest out later. So anyway, this has been WCW Deep Cuts Live. My name is Tom, right there. My website there. My name there. It's 11:06 p.m. on the East Coast. If you're watching live, if you're watching on YouTube, fuck if I know what time it is. Go to bed!